From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Wednesday morning. Hope everyone's had a great first couple days to the week, and for Hump Day, it's going to look fantastic out there once again. Another dry day, a lot of sunshine, but we do have rain chances. They're going to go up for Thursday and beyond that, and that's going to coincide with temperatures trending down. We'll still be in the 60s and 70s for the next couple days, but highs down into the 50s and 60s for Friday and beyond. All right, air quality this morning still being moderately reduced in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, and of course it's looking worse around that fire perimeter of the Labor Mountain fire that's burning right on the edge of Kittitas and Chelan counties, but good air quality for the basin, for the foothills and the Blues. Temperatures this morning mostly in the 30s and 40s, at least for the basin and valleys, but we are seeing some 50s in the foothills thanks to some winds coming out of the south. Here's your day planner forecast for this Wednesday for lower elevations, going to be into the 50s and 60s for around lunchtime, and then 60s and 70s for the warmest part of the day. Another superb day out there, but again, the pattern is flipping, and very soon I'll talk to you about it coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up this morning, Highway 97 back open after being shut down for more than 2 weeks because of the Labor Mountain fire. Travel could still be a little tricky though. Coming up, we're going to let you know what you can expect along with the very latest on that wildfire that has been causing quite a bit of issues for the people living in that area.
Plus, if you've ever seen smoke in the air and wondered if it's a wildfire or a controlled burn, there's now an easier way to find out. The new DNR service that's putting minds at ease. Details are just ahead.
And dozens of parents packing into Kamiakin High School to talk safety and what changes they want to see after a recent threat to campus. We're going to let you know what topics came up and what the plans are to move forward. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jada Elliott. It is Wednesday, October 8th. We've made it midweek.
Hump day.
There it is.
Yep.
We're making our way through. Yeah. Another busy morning, though.
Yep, we have a lot of top stories to get to, but we want to start with Fire Watch. As Highway 97 through Blewett Pass has officially reopened, but drivers should still plan for delays.
Yeah, so the road's been closed since September 21st because of the Labor Mountain fire. We've been watching that fire very closely. It's been burning for more than a month now. Highway now reopened. There's some photos coming into the newsroom this morning, but you should know that there are still pilot cars that will be escorting drivers between milepost 165 and milepost 178. That's right near the upper Tronson Creek and Ingalls Creek roads. So if you are making your way over that area of Blewett Pass, you should expect slower speeds and, of course, longer travel times.
Now, officials say it's crucial not to pass or turn off the road while following the pilot cars, since fire crews are still working nearby. The fire continues to burn through timber and brush with more than 1,500 personnel assigned. That includes 43 crews, 71 engines, and 14 helicopters. Some evacuation notices are still in place, and several Forest Service campgrounds and trailheads are still closed.
So even though Highway 97 over Blewett Pass has reopened, of course, we know conditions can change really fast. The pass could close again depending on fire activity. They could close it at any time.
For the latest on containment, fire behavior, and evacuation updates, we're going to head over to our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth to get more information on what's been going on. Josh, what is the update?
Yeah, well, the update is that we just continue to see a very slow crawl and growth of acreage for both of these fires. We're only 20 acres away from being at 40,000 acres for the Labor Mountain fire, and still that eastern perimeter of the fire and the northern flank of the fire that are acting up. So until they get a better handle on this, there's still going to be evacuations in place, level 1, level 2, and level 3 evacuations in place for Chelan County. These haven't changed over the past week or so now. And then for the evacuation in northern Kittitas County, that level 1 and level 2 evacuation, this one also has remained unchanged over the past couple weeks. And you can also find interactive versions of both of those evacuation maps online at applevalleynewsnow.com. Now I'll slide on down to northwestern Yakima County, the Wildcat fire. This one's over 15,000 acres, still only 5% contained. It's that northeastern side of the fire that's been the problem side now, again, for the past handful of weeks. So these level 2B set evacuations still in place for Goose Prairie and Bumping River Road, but the news is going to get pretty good in terms of cooler and wetter weather that should help out both of those fire perimeters. I'll talk about that pattern flip coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 5:05, and continuing our fire watch this morning, the Washington State Department of Natural Resources is rolling out a new way to keep you in the loop about prescribed burns happening near your community. So it's called the Prescribed Fire Notification Service. It's a free tool that will send text or email alerts when a planned burn is scheduled near locations that you choose. DNR says that this system will help people understand that just because there's smoke in the air doesn't mean there's a wildfire. It could be from a controlled burn. Prescribed burns help reduce the risk of catastrophic wildfires. They improve forest health. And the DNR says that this service also promotes transparency about when and where these burns take place.
So anybody that wants to sign up, they go into our burn portal, create a quick account with just an email address or a phone number, and they basically just choose a location that they're interested in and how big of an area around them they want to be notified for burn activity.
So Quirk says that users will be notified about proposed burns 7 days in advance. You can monitor multiple locations, and the service includes burns from other agencies as well, not just from DNR.
And looking now to Yakima County, where Fire District 5 says it's nearing the final stages of construction on its new administration building and dispatch center. This is a fresh look at the new work. District leaders are thanking the community for their support as the project nears completion. The new Station 10 in Zillah is expected to follow soon after. And then next up, renovations at Station 3 in Hara and Station 5 in Parker are scheduled to begin within the next 2 weeks.
5:06 now, looking at the environment over in Oregon. Hermiston may not look like a place known for trees, but city leaders say caring for them is very important. Thanks to a $1 million USDA urban forestry grant, the city of Hermiston is working to preserve and grow its tree canopy in local parks. The grant has helped the city inventory every tree in its park system and create a long-term plan for maintenance and replanting. Officials say in a dry desert climate, even a little shade goes a long way. The project also identifies trees that may be stressed or in need of removal.
Trees, they really provide a real asset to park facilities. People, sit under them, enjoy the shade, all those types of things. And so in the harsh environment that we have for trees, this was an important project to go out, inventory, some of these trees.
So the City of Hermiston's website now features an interactive map showing the condition of every tree and where new ones could be planted.
Now to education news closer to home. The Kennewick School District just hosted a school safety summit.
Yeah, this comes in response to the multiple online threats that have been made against Kamiakin High School in the last month.
Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells you what questions community members got answered during the forum.
More than 100 Kennewick School District staff, parents, and community members packed into the Kamiakin High School library Tuesday night in order to talk about school safety after a threat was made against Kamiakin in September. Participants wrote down questions for a panel of 3 local leaders, KSD Superintendent Lance Hansen, Kennewick Police Chief Chris Guerrero, and County Prosecutor Eric Eisinger. Superintendent Hansen says that hosting a community forum felt like a need.
So the goal was to be, again, to listen. I invited key members of our community to be a part of this because it is a community that creates safety, all of us.
Many attendees had questions about school safety procedures in the case of an emergency and whether or not the district and local law enforcement plans to add any safety measures. Some participants even floated ideas, like scanning into buildings or installing metal detectors and running a campaign for parents on how to safely lock up guns. Superintendent Hansen says the district has started to create a list of safety measures that could be added to schools, which he says could include clear backpacks, metal detectors, or key cards.
So for me, what we want to do is make sure that we're vetting those. Is it applicable? Is it part of our culture? And how does that apply? Because remember, we're looking at not just Kamiakin, but we're looking at all of our schools.
After the Q&A portion of the summit, attendees got a chance to directly speak with the 3 panelists. Looking back at the event, Chief Guerrero says he is happy with how the conversation went.
We heard some really good conversations about potential school safety things that could be spoken about in the future, things that we can improve on communication-wise. We're able to talk about our school resource officer program, the school safety officer program.
The summit lasted a little over an hour, wrapping up around 7 p.m. From Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
So additional district staff were also available during that summit to answer any questions from anyone who was there.
Stay with Apple Valley News Now, both on air and online for the latest developments. And keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we're talking sports and a night of cheers, splashes, and a few tears as Kennewick seniors took to the pool one last time. We'll take a look at that special event.
And giving you a live look outside this morning from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. It is 10 minutes after 5 on this Wednesday. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert forecast.
What makes NUU unique? The amazing customer service that we offer to our patients. They know that they're heard, that they're listened to, and we genuinely care about their well-being.
From the second I walked in that office, I felt seen, I felt heard, I didn't feel judged. It just was like, we're a team and we're gonna figure this out.
I had a rare form of breast cancer. Dr. Fedino has just been fantastic. She was really just on my side and helping me, and I'm so relieved and blessed that I went there.
I'm nowhere near diabetic, and I feel amazing. And I lost 55 pounds, and I've been able to keep it off.
She had saved my life if she hadn't taken just that moment to ask me one extra question. I absolutely would have had an ugly cancer 6 months later.
Check out our new location in Kennewick or come see us in Yakima. Go to NUUWomen'sClinic.com to explore the countless ways that wellness meets beauty.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
Shifting Gears is your new favorite comedy. What? And with guest stars Lily Singh and all-star Dodger Mookie Betts, it's the perfect date night.
Yeah, no! I don't want to talk about it.
New Shifting Gears tonight on ABC.
Kraken, Ducks. Coverage begins at 7 Thursday on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. We start off in Kittitas County. We're seeing 30s and 40s, 49 for Vantage, but 37 in Ellensburg, almost down to freezing for Cle Elum at 33 degrees. Now we send it down to the Yakima Valley, also seeing 30s and 40s, 39 in Toppenish, 45 for Union Gap, 37 in Yakima. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, also 30s and 40s, 39s for Tri-Cities and Hermiston, but we're seeing some upper 40s for Benton City and Prosser. Then for the foothills, all of us in the low to mid 50s, and then tracking 40s and 50s for the higher elevations of the Blue Mountains. So for today, a lot of sunshine across the map. Could have some more clouds in the mountains and down into portions of the foothills. Highs going to be in the upper 60s to low to mid 70s for lower elevations, and then 50s, 60s, and 70s for the mountains. Wind still going to be a little bit breezy for US 97, so that would be Sadish Pass and Blewett Pass, so that will bear some relevance when it comes to containment efforts of the Labor Mountain Fire, and also a little bit breezy for the foothills and the Blues. Okay, then for tonight, could have a few showers in the Yakima and Kittitas Valleys, also up into the Cascades. Should keep it dry for the basin, for the foothills and the Blues. And overnight lows are going to be down into the 30s and 40s for the mountains and 40s for lower elevations. Wind's going to be light at this point. But those rain chances, of course, going up for tonight into tomorrow. I'll time all that out with Futurecast. You can time it out yourself as well with the weather app. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 5:14 now, and we're talking sports this morning. It was senior night on Tuesday for the 3 Kennewick School District high school swim teams.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable heard some of the seniors reflecting on their 4 years of swim.
For the final time, seniors from Southridge, Kamiakin, and Kennewick high schools participated in their home swim meet. The meet the seniors are honored at is the smallest of the year, only featuring 3 schools, the 3 schools from the Kennewick School District.
No, this is a great team, and I'm very sad to be leaving it, but happy to be moving on to the next thing. Yes? Yeah. Agree.
Honored during the meet and introduced with speeches from their coaches and given a bouquet of flowers. Seniors had time to reflect on their experience.
I will miss getting to know a lot of different people, because swim really brings a lot of different people together, people that maybe in school you wouldn't entirely think to go up to, but because you all are sharing this experience, you just get to know so many different people.
With 4 years of experience now under their belts, they also had some advice for their underclassmen.
Number 1 is work hard. It's really fun to go out and compete, but it's so much more fun if you put in the effort, and that's really how you grow, and that's how you're going to have the most fun.
But it wasn't all emotions, as they got to compete for their school at home for one last time. In Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And the senior classes featured 2 seniors from Southridge being honored.
And this, as well as 9 from Kamiakin and the 6 from Kennewick High.
And keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is looking for the rest of the week. It's all coming up in his First Alert full weather forecast after the break.
And the princess never felt the pee, as the Summit made for a perfect night's sleep.
What was it like before Never a Mattress?
30 years ago, getting a mattress was pretty scary. Middlemen hawked spring-filled slabs, hardly fit for a dog, at prices like you wouldn't believe. And you'd barely sleep, what with bad foam and even worse support. But then Denver Mattress came to town. They promised a better night's sleep, and they delivered. And it still holds true to this day. Denver Mattress. After 30 years, still the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey.
Lung disease is very difficult to live with in many ways, and our goal here is to truly live the mission of Good Shepherd, which is patients first, always. Our pulmonology and sleep medicine team is here for you. We're here to provide you world-class care. Please contact us and come to see us. It will be our privilege to serve you.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always. Get ready for adventure with the fun and rugged 2025 Ford Bronco Outer Banks from Price Ford of Yakima Valley. Nob Hill Casino's biggest prize ever. Want to drive it home? Just enter daily at Nob Hill Casino now through Wednesday, October 8th for your chance to win. While you're here, enjoy our 16-lane bowling center, mouth-watering cheeseburgers at the Last Frontier restaurant, cold drinks at the bar, and try your luck with pull tabs and table game action.
We invite you to come visit us at Price Ford of Yakima Valley and Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Much to the delight of our customers, John Gray now brings you Gray's Pizza and Bar, your new favorite spot in Grandview for great foods and good times. Be sure to catch all the excitement on local high school game nights. We're open late for your after-game hangouts. And don't miss our Monday to Friday happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. And Sundays, bring the football vibe with our happy hour all day long. Gray's Pizza and Bar. Great deals, great eats right here in Grandview. Come see us today.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacy Lee Weather, Apple Valley News Now, on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. All right, let's go ahead and show you some of those rain chances that we'll have for tonight and then into the next handful of days after that. So we put this into motion with Futurecast radar. Dry for today, but into this evening, late into the evening, that's when we could maybe see some showers popping up in the Kittitas-Yakima valleys and also up into the Cascades. You can see into the very early morning, this band of rainfall looks like it's mostly going to be over the Cascades, and then by lunchtime, looks like all of us are dry, but there's that next little band of rainfall that could start to impact us, sort of looming on the domain of the page, but that's going to impact us as we head into Friday, Saturday, and beyond. We'll talk about that round in a second. But first, here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting from this round today and tomorrow. Between 0.1 to 0.3 inches of rain in the Cascades. The rest of us would be lucky to even pick up 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. Okay, now let's show you Futurecast for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And I'm going to put this into motion, just kind of step off the screen here, but you'll see for all 4 of those days, it's just going to be this constant onslaught of moisture, especially in the Cascades. Eventually by Sunday, some of that pivots over to the Blues. I'll show you the rainfall totals here in just a second, but this is what atmospheric rivers do. They just sort of bring moisture and they keep bringing moisture into the area. So that's what we're going to have for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Again, it'll be an excellent time to download that Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. You can see those hour by hour and day by day precip chances for your exact home address. Okay, rainfall totals for this time frame going to be over an inch in the Cascades. That will be very beneficial stuff, especially for the Wildcat fire, which is closer to White Pass. The Labor Mountain fire has burned over Blewett Pass, but still expecting some decent rainfall totals there. For the foothills, we're thinking 0.1 to 0.3 inches and maybe a little bit more for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. So that takes us through Monday, trending drier by Tuesday. And then look at what happens to our high temperatures in the midst of all that, going way down. We're expecting to not even make it to 60 in the Tri-Cities by Monday. That's about 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Warm, dry, and sunny today and tomorrow, then cooler and wetter Friday through Tuesday. In Yakima, one last dry day today, then persistent rain chances after that, tracking lows near freezing for next week. In Ellensburg, perfect fall weather again on Wednesday, very cool this weekend, especially with the winds on Saturday, also tracking lows near freezing for next week. Hermiston, you see that same cycle, nice weather for the next couple days, cooler and wetter after that, and we'll be seeing the same thing for the Blue Mountain foothills.
Lots of rain in that forecast, and it's getting colder.
Things are shifting.
Yes.
Like a little too quick for my taste, because now it's like 30s, you know.
I know.
In the morning.
That briskness that hit morning and evening, there was no like subtlety into it. It just,
I was excited for the subtle, like, you know, transition.
Worked your way into some layers.
No. Yeah, all of a sudden I see 36 one day, and I'm like, wait, whoa, stop this train right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm here for it. I'm kind of ready for it, but not to just be a contrarian.
You know what, Josh?
The silence says it all.
Okay, then. He's ready for it. All right, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, fans are praying for Dolly Parton this morning after her sister shared a heartfelt post about the country legend's health. What we know about her condition and Dolly's message to fans in true Dolly fashion. That's coming up in your entertainment news after the break.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
The new iPhone 17 Pro is finally here, and at US Cellular, it's easier than ever to get it on us with no trade-in. Wow, the new iPhone 17 Pro is thrilling.
It even has the ultimate pro camera system.
Oh, that's even more thrilling.
You don't have to trade in your old phone, so there's nothing stopping you from getting the new iPhone.
Nice. I kind of wish someone would stop me, though, so I can get the new iPhone. Oh.
Thanks for riding.
No, thank you.
Get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Head to Queensgate Gardens in Richland for some fall family fun. Explore our corn and hay bale maze, zoom down the dump truck slide, and try our pumpkin archery. Get creative with pumpkin painting, play laser tag, and enjoy our U-Pick flower fields. Make fall memories at Queensgate Gardens in Richland.
Timmy! Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we know it's more than a new home.
It's really him.
It's a new journey.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Whoa.
And when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Hello there. Watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment headlines, Dolly Parton has been filling up our census for decades now.
But the Queen of Country has taken a little step back, canceling recent appearances over what she's calling a few procedures.
But this morning, at least according to Dolly's sister, things are looking a little bit more dire.
ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest.
This morning, growing concern for iconic singer Dolly Parton after her sister posted on social media asking for prayers amid the star's recent health issues. In a post Tuesday, Parton's sister Frida writing, "I was up all night praying for my sister Dolly. Many of you know she hasn't been feeling her best lately," and asking her fans to be prayer warriors and pray with me. It comes just more than a week after the 79-year-old announced she was delaying her Las Vegas residency from December to next fall.
Life is a show and the show will go on.
In a post written with her trademark sense of humor, Dolly saying, "My doctors tell me that I must have a few procedures. As I joked with them, it must be time for my 100,000-mile checkup, although it's not the usual trip to see my plastic surgeon. In all seriousness, given this, I'm not going to be able to rehearse and put together the show that I want you to see and the show that you deserve to see."
Working 9 to 5.
The 79-year-old assuring the public that she has no plans to retire, saying, "Don't worry about me quitting the business because God hasn't said anything about stopping yet, but I believe he is telling me to slow down right now." Just this year, Dolly suffered the loss of her husband of nearly 60 years. She recently explained why she keeps pushing forward.
I would rather wear out than rust out, because I think a lot of people, when they do retire, they start to rust.
In her post yesterday, Dolly's sister saying, "I know in my heart she's going to be just fine." Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Well, Dolly is a national treasure. She will be just fine.
Had me worried there for a second.
Well, and her sister Frida also posted again this morning and saying, "I didn't mean to cause alarm by saying, hey, I was up all night praying for my sister, you know, looking for prayer warriors." She says, "I believe in the power of prayer."
Yes.
And so because of that, I said, hey,
understandable.
You know, if anyone else out there does, let's all band together for Dolly and you know, give some prayers. So
absolutely. But I'm
not
glad
to
she's
cause
not,
alarm.
Nothing serious.
But let's pray.
Yes.
And
we'll be her prayer warrior.
And we just had Dolly Parton Day a couple weeks back. It's on September 25th, 9/25. So there you go.
Did I know that? I don't know.
Did you know that?
I think so.
We know now.
Let's just
You
say I did.
You did.
You know?
You did. We just forgot. Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up at our 5:30 half hour, it's a crime that often hides in plain sight. And it's happening right here in the Tri-Cities. How one local organization is fighting to free victims of sex trafficking and why they say cases are on the rise.
Plus, a local program is helping feed families while also teaching students life skills. Details on that program is all coming up in your next half hour, but first we're going to check out your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Tesla just introduced 2 less expensive electric vehicles.
The standard Model 3 sedan and the standard Model Y SUV come with fewer features. Pricing starts at under $40,000, but buyers are no longer getting the $7,500 EV tax incentive. Facebook has updated its algorithm to make the videos align more closely with your interests. The videos will also be more recent, at least 50% of them posted the same day you're scrolling. The update also includes AI-powered search suggestions. Finally, check out this pocket-sized e-reader. The Books P6 Pro has a screen like an Amazon Kindle. It will be available with either a color or black and white screen. It also has a stylus for note-taking. No word on the possible price or release date. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
I'm a big rock. And while you're down there posing for pictures, I'm seeing the bigger picture from up here. And this little birdie's telling me it's time for this rock to roll. Photobomb! And if you don't have the right insurance, this could really flatten your savings.
Awesome.
So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket. With the Swiffer Power Mop.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting on, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
A little too cold.
Walking out the door this morning, the briskness that I was not
It'll
ready
hit you
for.
in the face. Josh?
I'm gonna have to pull out my fuzzy flip-flops instead of just my regular ones.
I need 2 blankets.
That sounds like a good thing. We like fuzzy stuff, right?
When I moved, because I normally do just like wear flip-flops into the studio, you know, and if I wear heels and I put them on when I get here, whatever. And when I lived in Utah, my mom sent me what she called my winter flip-flops.
And they're fuzzy? Yeah. I need to get some too, because it's colder in here.
It's time to pull out the winter flip-flops.
Yeah, good seasonal tread on those things too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Well, hey, here's the good news. The afternoons, at least for today and tomorrow, still going to feel pretty good out there.
Those are
After
nice.
that, starting to trend a little bit cooler. All right, here's the bottom line for the forecast. One last completely dry and sunny day for today. I think the Tri-Cities are probably going to stay dry for tomorrow as well. Maybe not so much for Yakima, but Thursday and beyond, rain chances in general trending up, and high temperatures in general trending down. High temperatures in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations for Friday and beyond, and some of those morning lows for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, at least in the valleys, could be down around freezing, which of course bears a lot of relevance when it comes to agriculture. But current air quality this morning, just seeing some moderate reductions for the valleys. Of course, it's looking a lot worse around the most active side of the fire perimeter. That is the Labor Mountain Fire burning on the Kittitas and Chelan County line. Current temperatures this morning, most of us in the 30s and 40s, but we are seeing a run of 50s for the Bluefoot Hills, thanks in part to those winds coming out of the south. Okay, here's your hourly forecast for this Wednesday for the Tri-Cities. Feeling very comfortable around lunchtime, and then my favorite kind of weather for the warmest part of the day, sunny and 75. But again, things are a changing, and I'll talk about those changes coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks. We begin this half hour of news in Richland with some food for thought, quite literally.
The Richland School District's Community-Based Transition Center has launched an inspiring new program called Food for Thought.
And Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia shares how this wonderful initiative is already making a heartfelt difference in their community, one meal at a time.
It's really important to show other people, because that way that they have a reason to send their kids to this program if we show them what we do and what we're here to do, or what we stand for.
Josie Faster is a student participating in the Food for Thought initiative. Though she was initially nervous about helping prepare meals for community members in need, her excitement to support others shines through and outweighs any nerves.
Just enjoy that we get to spread our love and our support through the school system.
The spark behind this program comes from Scott Pipo, a special education transition teacher at the Community-Based Transition Center. During a meeting at Chief Jail Middle School, Scott realized how many students face food insecurities on weekends and long breaks.
Go home on the weekends or like for a long break and that they don't have a sustainable amount of food. It really kind of had a powerful impact on me and frustrated me quite a bit. So I figured if we could be creative and come up with some way to impact this positively, we'd love to do that.
With the partnership from Grocery Outlet on Queensgate, Scott and the students turned food for thought from an idea into a reality.
Pick up food on Monday mornings, I do on my way to work, and it is based on what the students decide they want to make that previous week. So for example, this week we have Hawaiian pork chops and picked up the supplies, bring them here, we go over the recipes. The students spend the week preparing and freezing and packaging the food, and then we get, on Fridays, at the end of the school day, we meet up at the school and deliver these 10 meals to 10 identified families.
Food for Thought is creating a meaningful impact throughout the Richland community, building life skills and spreading kindness.
The way that it can help me is that we, as a program and as an individual, can get more life experience to help us navigate our own lives.
It affects a multitude of people because it gives our students great skills that work towards their independent living goals, and it also has an impact on Chief Joe and the families that receive the meals. And each week we check for feedback and see what it looks like and how's it going and how is the food and all that stuff.
Scott shares that by providing 10 families with meals each week, they hope to support 50 to 60 people total. They envision expanding this program to reach even more families and keep it sustainable, aimed at rising food prices. Reporting in Richland, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Monique. Now to an organization making a difference this morning. So we know sex trafficking is a growing issue in the Tri-Cities, with local advocates saying it's worse than many realize. Mirror Ministries in Kennewick has been working for more than a decade to help survivors and raise awareness about the problem. So Mirror Ministries has been working again for more than a decade, and the organization provides counseling, art therapy, and other services to help victims heal. Executive Director Tricia McFarland says they've helped more than 700 people since opening, and this year alone, they've seen a significant increase in new cases.
We did not foresee how big of an issue it is right here in our own community. This year, we have seen, we're on target for over a 50% increase in the number of assessments, new people that we're seeing that we're being able to help step into freedom.
Mirror Ministries continues to expand its outreach by training schools, businesses, and first responders recognize the signs of sex trafficking and help connect victims to more help and resources. Now keep it here, because coming up next, we've got Operation Best Friend, and this week's potential BFF is stealing hearts and snacks every chance he gets. He's looking for his forever home, and that could be with you, so stick around. Plus, we'll have another look at your weather forecast. It's all after the break.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Julia Roberts, superstar, Oscar winner, now in a new movie already catching early Oscar buzz.
Did you write all these things, Diane?
This morning on GMA, the Diane Sawyer interview you just have to see.
That is so perfectly said.
On Good Morning America.
Here you sit, demanding driving conditions such as rush hour traffic, construction delays, or bad weather require special attention and patience. If you've been injured in an accident, call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Much to the delight of our customers, John Gray now brings you Gray's Pizza and Bar, your new favorite spot in Grandview for great foods and good times. Busy day? No worries. Call ahead and order your favorite pizza to go. Quick, easy pickup, slices, salads, and soft drinks. Lunch made simple with our Monday to Friday quick lunch special. Students get $1 off every pizza slice, and school staff enjoy 10% off their orders Monday through Friday until 4 p.m. Gray's Pizza and Bar. Great deals, great eats right here in Grandview. Come see us today.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Here you sit, demanding driving conditions such as rush hour traffic, construction delays, or bad weather require special attention and patience. If you've been injured in an accident, call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Shifting Gears is your new favorite comedy.
What?
And with guest stars Lily Singh and all-star Dodger Mookie Betts, it's the perfect date night.
I don't want to talk about it.
New Shifting Gears tonight on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. And we're not seeing much out there for this morning as there's not much daylight to work with. But we do know that it's chilly. So here's your coat cast for this Wednesday. At least for this Wednesday morning, you would need the heavy jacket out there. Light jacket stuff for the late morning. And then I think once we get into the PM hours, should be t-shirt weather, at least before the sun sets. Okay, here's that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. Pretty seasonal stuff for today. It'll be in the mid-50s up in the Cascades. Partly cloudy skies, but right around 70 degrees in the Kittitas Valley. It's going to be windy today in the Cascades and for the Kittitas Valley. Those gusts out of the north and west between 15 to 20 miles per hour. Light winds up and down the Yakima Valley. These highs going to be in the low to mid-70s. Plenty of sunshine here. The same thing for the lower Columbia Basin. Sunny and 75. For the Tri-Cities proper, a little bit cooler down towards Boardman. We'll be right around 70 degrees. Low 70s for the Morrow County foothills and the mid to upper 70s for the foothills of Umatilla and Walla Walla counties. These winds starting out of the south for today. Eventually they'll sort of shift out of the west, but those gusts between 15 to 25 miles per hour. But again, the trend after this, temperatures going down, rain chances going up. We'll talk about both those aspects of the forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, well, if you've been thinking about adding a furry friend to your family and you love playful pups with big personalities, this week's Operation Best Friend is for you.
Our friends at the Benton Franklin Humane Society introduced us to Squirt, a 4-month-old Rottweiler who's ready to find his forever home.
He so totally rocks. So to help us introduce the little guy, here's Hannah with more.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi, my name is Hannah and I'm from the Benton Franklin Humane Society, and today with me I've brought Squirt. Squirt is a 4-month-old Rottweiler puppy and he has been with us at the shelter for about 4 months. Squirt was originally surrendered to us because he was found as a stray with his brother Crush, and surprisingly they've been at the shelter for about 40 days. We're really surprised by that because they're puppies, they're very cute, they're both really well demeanored, they know how to sit, they've been taking on to their puppy manners really well. They can use some more continuous work on their socialization. Squirt loves to spend his time at the shelter with his brother Crush. They love to play in the puppy play yards, rough housing, running around with one another. They both enjoy learning how to sit, stay, wait, lay down. I think he would do great in a home with somebody who's willing to continue his puppy training and his socialization. He is really eager to please as long as you have the right treats with you. He's very food motivated, so I think he can do well in a home that wants to teach him all kinds of tricks. He would be a great dog to take with you on a hike, to go to a coffee shop, things like that. Squirt is up to date on his vaccines. He's microchipped and he's neutered, so he's ready to go home today. If you're interested in meeting Squirt, you can stop by the shelter. We are open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 through 4.
I so hope that no one in my household right now is awake.
I want him so bad.
Because they would be
I can't handle
running there.
But
my husband and oldest daughter specifically are obsessed with Rottweilers.
I love Rottweilers.
It's their dog.
Oh, I want him.
And he knew how to play to the camera too.
He's like,
He knew his angles. Well, he doesn't have any bad angles, but you know.
I know.
I can't look at him.
Squirt was cute.
He's so cute. Oh.
He could be yours.
Man.
I know. He's going to get adopted. We just know it.
Yeah.
All right, 5:45. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint is coming up. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And give you that live look outside from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. It is 5:45 on this Wednesday. Sunrise set for 7:05 because it just keeps getting later. Josh is going to have your forecast after the break.
Join us for the biggest sale of the year this holiday weekend at More Furniture. You'll find all the newest styles, functions, and features when you shop our gorgeous fall arrivals. And best of all, it's in stock and on sale. Plus, for a limited time with your minimum purchase of $14.99, choose your bonus. Free white glove delivery of your purchase or we'll pay your sales tax. Visit your local More Furniture today and save big. More Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
We're forging the future of the city of Pasco, and we need your voice. The city is updating our comprehensive plan, which covers everything from housing and transportation to utilities and parks. This document showcases the vision of what we want Pasco to be in 2046 and beyond. Tell us about the type of businesses you'd like to see, the types of parks you'd like to visit, and the type of neighborhood you want to live in. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit pasco-wa.gov/comp plan and become part of the future.
These hands are working hands. My hands are the most important tools I have. You need to take care of them. That's where O'Keeffe's comes in.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
If it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
Also, try O'Keeffe Skin Repair Body Creams.
These hands create. All of the materials I work with dry out my hands. If my hands get really dry, I can't do my job. I depend on O'Keeffe's.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
If it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
O'Keeffe's is hard-working skincare.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
All October long, bring a non-perishable food donation to a McCurley dealership or find a specially packed food donation bag at any local Yolks Fresh market. You are driving change in our community. That's what makes home, home.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Judy Justice, today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, today is going to be mostly dry, but the rain chances could pick up a little bit more as we head into this evening. This is 5 p.m. this evening. You'll see after that, especially into the late evening, closer to midnight, that's when we could see a few showers, primarily in the valleys, also up into the Cascades. And this band of rainfall, I'm thinking, is going to set up over the Cascades. So this is 8 in the morning. The rest of us looking pretty dry throughout the day on Thursday, but as we head into the evening, you see that next band of rainfall sort of looming off the domain of the page, and that could end up will end up impacting us as we head into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So here's round number 1 for today and tomorrow. We're thinking 0.1 to 0.3 inches of rainfall up in the Cascades. The rest of us are going to have to really fight to pick up over 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. Now here's round number two. Round number two is going to be very prolonged. It's an atmospheric river. So when I say that, think of like train tracks laid over our area and the rainfall is just kind of going over the same track. So that in essence is what an atmospheric river is. And as we put this in motion, I'll just step off the screen here, but you see throughout Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we'll continue to have this constant onslaught of moisture across the region. And it looks like it's mainly going to set up over the Cascades. The Blues could see a decent amount of rainfall. Lower elevations, not going to get too much, but we could see some more tangible amounts for the foothills, anywhere between 0.1 to 0.3 inches. We're thinking 0.2 to 0.6 inches for the Blues, around an inch and a half rainfall for the Cascades. Great news when it comes to containment efforts of those fires. But you see for the valleys, for the basin, probably not going to pick up all that much. And then, you know, that got us through Monday. For Tuesday, starting to trend drier. I think that's going to continue to be the trend for the rest of next week. And as rain chances go up, you see temperatures going way down. And the Tri-Cities will have a hard time making it to 60 for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, about 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Warm, dry, and sunny today and tomorrow. Cooler and wetter Friday through Tuesday. In Yakima, one last dry day today, then persistent rain chances after that, tracking lows near freezing for next week. In Ellensburg, perfect fall weather again on Wednesday. Very cool this weekend, especially with the winds on Saturday. Also tracking lows near freezing for next week. In Hermiston, almost sunny and 75 for today. A bit cooler Thursday, then a total shift in the forecast into the weekend. And finally for Walla Walla, sunshine and dry today and tomorrow, then cooler and wetter Friday and beyond.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:51. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we start with the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Highway 97 through Blewett Pass back open this morning after being closed for more than 2 weeks because of the Labor Mountain fire. Now drivers can travel now between milepost 165 and 178, but there will be a pilot car to escort them and a reduced speed zone. Fire crews still working in the area. So even though the pass is open as of right now, travel conditions can change quickly and closures could return if fire activity increases. Right now, the Labor Mountain fire has scorched nearly 40,000 acres, standing at just 10% containment.
And the Washington DNR has launched a new way the public can be informed when it comes to a fire being a wildfire or a prescribed burn. The free notification system will send texts or email alerts whenever a prescribed burn is planned near areas that you choose. The service includes burns managed by multiple agencies and is meant to improve transparency and communication about where and when burns take place.
More than 100 parents, staff, and community members met at Kamiakin High School for a public forum focused on school safety. Superintendent Lance Hansen hosting the event alongside the Kennewick Police Chief and County Prosecutor, saying safety is a community effort. Attendees raised ideas like clear backpacks, metal detectors, better gun safety education. District leaders say they are reviewing potential measures across all schools.
And students at the Community-Based Transition Center in Richland are taking part in Food for Thought. It's a program that provides home-cooked meals to local families in need. It's led by teacher Scott Pippo. Students can plan, prepare, and deliver 10 meals each week, and they partner with Grocery Outlet on Queensgate for the supplies. The project helps students build independence and also gain job skills. Organizers say they hope the program will grow to reach even more people across the area.
And meet Squirt, a 4-month-old Rottweiler puppy at the Benton Franklin Humane Society who's been waiting far too long for his forever home. He and his brother Crush were found as strays. They spent about 40 days at the shelter. Staff say Squirt is smart, playful, and eager to please, especially when treats are involved. He already knows basic commands like sit and stay and would thrive with continued training and socialization. Squirt is neutered, microchipped, up to date on vaccines, and ready to go home today. The shelter's open Tuesday through Sunday from 11 to 4.
In your national headlines this morning, it's arraignment day for former FBI Director James Comey. He's charged with making false statements to Congress and obstruction of a congressional proceeding. The Justice Department alleges he lied to lawmakers about whether he authorized an FBI media leak. No signatures from any career DOJ attorneys are on the indictment, and so far, no local prosecutors are on the docket.
In your business headlines at 5:53 this morning, Tesla is rolling out cheaper versions of its most popular models. Just yesterday, the company unveiled the Model 3 Standard and the Model Y Standard. Both will be cheaper than the premium versions of these vehicles. Tesla announced it is reducing costs because the government is eliminating a $7,500 tax credit for consumers buying electric vehicles. The new Model 3 Standard will cost about $38,000 and will be available in December or January. Model Y Standard will cost about $41,000 and will be available next month or come December.
In your health headlines this morning, a commonly prescribed opioid may not be doing much to ease long-term pain. A study published yesterday questions the effectiveness and safety of tramadol, a drug often seen as a safer alternative. The study included the synthetic opioid's benefits for chronic pain are limited and may not even reach the minimal threshold that patients can feel. They found only tramadol only had a slight effect on reducing chronic pain.
Talking sports this morning at 5:55, former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez is being blitzed with legal issues after being stabbed. The TV sports analyst is now facing a felony charge for an incident that happened over this past weekend. Indianapolis authorities originally charging Sanchez with 3 misdemeanors, now being charged with felony battery involving serious bodily injury, and that carries a maximum sentence of between 1 and 6 years in prison. According to prosecutors, early Saturday morning, Sanchez and a 69-year-old truck driver got into some sort of fight in a parking lot over a parking space. Sanchez was repeatedly stabbed. Sanchez making his NFL debut with the New York Jets in 2009. Between then and 2018, he also suited up for the Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, and the then Washington Redskins.
Now, trending this morning, something everyone has in their kitchen is turning 80 years old today. Not your grandma.
Oh. Does everyone have a grandma?
That's a young
in their
grandma.
kitchen?
I mean, I wish.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so that's when defense contractor Raytheon patented what is now known as the microwave oven.
That's
80 years ago.
80 years. Okay.
Ago. Yeah, it was invented by a man named Percy Spencer as he was working on radio and radar equipment. And while experimenting with a magnetron, he noticed it melted the Payday candy bar in his pocket.
And after some tweaking, the microwave oven was born, but it was huge and expensive, and the tech sat mostly unused.
It wasn't until 1967 when Amana, which was owned by Raytheon at the time, shrunk it down to a tabletop size.
I'm surprised they're not actually smaller, you know? With how technology is, I don't know.
Well, you still have to fit like a bowl in it.
The food's not getting smaller.
Guys, don't use your logic on me. I just, you know.
I can't believe those microwaves aren't like this big.
Not that big. I just mean like, you know, compact size, you know, have one on your desk.
I think they make like a desk size.
Okay,
know,
all right.
maybe.
I give up.
Toaster, it's a smaller space. Compromise, a little give and take, right?
Just put one little kernel of corn in there.
Sometimes that's all you need, you know? I'm done defending this. Yeah, I get it.
I love you so much.
Moving on.
So great. You know, we actually had a house that didn't have a microwave.
Really? Like built in?
We lived in a house that didn't.
Oh yes, I mean, yeah.
Didn't have a built-in microwave.
That's good. That means you're like cooking on the stove, doing the proper things. I use a microwave a lot.
They said the microwave is going to be too big. It couldn't.
It was too big. Yeah. It wouldn't fit. They couldn't find a small enough.
This is what I get for making a grandma joke. You know what?
I love it. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We don't have any fun here at all. Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, they have helped hundreds of survivors across the Tri-Cities, but Mirror Ministry says that this year alone, they're seeing a major spike in new cases of sex trafficking. Coming up, the warning signs they want you to look out for and how you can help stop trafficking before it starts.
Plus, a loyal pup named Eeyore turned into a real-life hero, leading deputies straight to his injured owner.
Aww.
We'll show you the incredible rescue caught on camera and the moment this good boy got the praise that he deserves. So cute, can't wait. And Josh, what are you tracking?
Yeah, we are tracking a couple more nice days, but then after that, rain chances going up, temperatures going down. We'll talk about both those aspects of the forecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.